History is filled with mysteries that have baffled scholars, archaeologists, and investigators for centuries. Some of these puzzles remain unsolved to this day, leaving us to wonder about lost civilizations, coded messages, and enigmatic artifacts. Today, we're diving into 20 of the most puzzling historical brain teasers. Stick around. The Voynich Manuscript. Can you imagine a 600-year-old book that no one can read? The Voynich Manuscript is a mysterious book written in an unknown script and language that has puzzled linguists and codebreakers for centuries. Filled with strange illustrations of plants, astronomical symbols, and diagrams, it's been carbon dated to the early 15th century, but its content and origin remain a mystery. Despite numerous attempts by experts, the meaning of this cryptic manuscript remains one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles. The lost colony of Roanoke. How could an entire colony vanish without a trace? In 1587, over 100 English settlers established the Roanoke colony in present-day North Carolina. When a supply ship returned 3 years later, the colony was completely deserted, with no signs of struggle or evacuation. The only clue was the word Croatoan carved into a tree, leaving the fate of the settlers a mystery. Theories range from disease to assimilation with local tribes, but the disappearance of Roanoke has never been fully explained. The Phastos Disk. Could this 4,000-year-old disk hold a secret code that no one can break? Discovered in Crete in 1908, the Phastos Disk is a circular clay tablet inscribed with mysterious symbols that don't resemble any known written system. Its purpose and meaning remain unknown, and it's considered one of the greatest unsolved puzzles of the ancient world. With no clear links to any known language or culture, the disk's true meaning may never be understood. The Zodiac Killer's Ciphers. What if a serial killer's coded messages held the key to their identity? The Zodiac Killer terrorized California in the 1960s and 70s, sending taunting letters to the press that included cryptic ciphers. Despite years of effort by amateur and professional codebreakers, some of these ciphers remain unsolved, including clues that may reveal the killer's identity. The Zodiac case remains open, and the unsolved ciphers continue to attract the attention of sleuths hoping to unlock its secrets. The Antikythera Mechanism. Could an ancient device be the world's first computer? Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of Greece in 1901, the Antikythera mechanism is a complex bronze machine dating back to around 100 BC. It's believed to be an ancient astronomical calculator, but the full extent of its capabilities and how it was made remains a mystery. This ancient mechanism challenges our understanding of the technological capabilities of the ancient world. The Oak Island Money Pit. Could a hidden treasure worth millions be buried deep underground? For over 200 years, treasure hunters have been digging into the Oak Island Money Pit in Nova Scotia, Canada, searching for a rumored treasure. Despite numerous expeditions and millions of dollars spent, no one has uncovered the legendary riches, and the pit remains a dangerous, unsolved mystery. With traps and flooding mechanisms in place, some believe the treasure, if it exists, was never meant to be found. The Green Children of Woolpit. Could children from another world really have appeared in medieval England? In the 12th century, 2 children with green skin reportedly appeared in the village of Woolpit, England, speaking an unknown language and claiming to come from a land called St. Martin's Land. While their skin eventually returned to normal and they learned English, their origins remain a mystery. Were they lost children from a nearby village, or something more extraordinary? The Somerton Man. Tom and Should Case. How could a man be found dead with no identity and a mysterious code? In 1948, an unidentified man was found dead on Somerton Beach in Australia, with no signs of violence or obvious cause of death. A scrap of paper in his pocket read, Tom and Should, meaning finished in Persian, and a secret code was found in a nearby book. Despite investigations, the man's identity and the meaning of the code remain unknown. The Somerton Man case has baffled investigators for decades, with no clear answers in sight. The WOW signal. Could a mysterious radio signal from space be proof of extraterrestrial life? In 1977, astronomer Jerry R. Emmon detected a strong radio signal from deep space that lasted for 72 seconds. Known as the WOW signal for the note Emmon wrote on the printout, the source of the signal remains unexplained, and no similar signals have been detected since. Was it a random cosmic event or a message from intelligent life? We may never know. The death of Edgar Allan Poe. How did one of America's greatest writers die under such mysterious circumstances? In 1849, Edgar Allan Poe was found delirious on the streets of Baltimore, wearing clothes that weren't his and repeatedly calling out the name Reynolds. He died days later, but the cause of his death has never been determined, with theories ranging from poisoning to rabies. Poe's final days remain as enigmatic as the dark tales he wrote, leaving us to wonder what really happened. The disappearance of the USS Cyclops. How could an entire ship and its crew vanish without a trace? In 1918, the USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship, disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle with over 300 crew members on board. Despite an extensive search, no wreckage or evidence of the ship was ever found, making it one of the largest maritime mysteries in history. To this day, the fate of the USS Cyclops and its crew remains one of the ocean's greatest unsolved mysteries. The Sansing-Dui Ruins, Sichuan, China. Could an ancient civilization's artifacts rewrite history? In 1929, farmers in Sichuan, China, unearthed a trove of unusual artifacts, including bronze statues and masks. These 3,000-year-old relics, now known as the Sansing-Dui Ruins, challenge traditional understandings of early Chinese history, but little is known about the culture that created them. The mysterious civilization behind these artifacts remains one of China's greatest archaeological puzzles. The Rongo-Rongo writing of Easter Island. Can we ever decipher the lost language of a mysterious island culture? Easter Island is famous for its massive stone heads, moai, but it's also home to an undeciphered script called Rongo-Rongo. Found on wooden tablets, the script may hold the key to understanding the island's history and its people. But despite years of study, no one has been able to crack the code. Rongo-Rongo remains one of the last great undeciphered writing systems in the world. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. How could 9 experienced hikers die under such strange circumstances? In 1959, 9 hikers mysteriously died in the Ural Mountains of Russia. Their tent was found, torn from the inside, and several had fatal injuries without any external trauma. Some were found with bizarre injuries, like missing eyes or tongues, leading to wild theories ranging from avalanche to alien involvement. Despite investigations, no one knows what really happened on that snowy night in Dyatlov Pass. The Lost City of Atlantis. Could a powerful civilization really have sunk beneath the sea? First described by the philosopher Plato, Atlantis was a wealthy and technologically advanced civilization that supposedly sank into the ocean. Despite centuries of speculation, no evidence of Atlantis has ever been found, and its existence remains one of history's greatest mysteries. Atlantis continues to inspire adventurers, scholars, and treasure hunters searching for its lost wonders. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart. How could one of the world's most famous pilots vanish without a trace? Amelia Earhart, the pioneering aviator, disappeared in 1937 while attempting to circumnavigate the globe. Her plane was last detected near the Holand Island in the Pacific Ocean. But despite extensive searches, neither her plane nor her remains have ever been found. Theories range from a crash at the sea to capture by the Japanese, but the truth remains elusive. Earhart's disappearance has intrigued historians, aviators, and conspiracy theorists alike for over 80 years, and her final fate remains one of the world's greatest aviation mysteries. The identity of Jack the Ripper. Who was the elusive figure behind one of history's most notorious killing sprees? Jack the Ripper terrorized London's Whitechapel district in 1888, brutally killing at least 5 women and taunting the police with letters. Despite extensive investigations, the true identity of the killer was never discovered. Over the years, countless theories have been proposed, but the Ripper's identity remains unknown. Jack the Ripper's chilling legacy has inspired books, films, and endless debates, but the mystery of who he was still looms large over history. The treasure of the Knights Templar. Could a secret treasure from a legendary order still be hidden somewhere? The Knights Templar, a medieval Christian military order, were said to possess vast wealth in sacred relics, including the Holy Grail. After the order was disbanded in the early 1300s, their treasure was never found, leading to centuries of speculation and treasure hunts. Some believe the Templars hid their riches in secret locations around Europe. The fate of the Knights Templar's fabled treasure remains a tantalizing mystery for adventurers and historians alike. The Bermuda Triangle. What could cause ships and planes to vanish without a trace in this infamous region? The Bermuda Triangle, a section of the Atlantic Ocean bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, is infamous for the mysterious disappearances of ships and planes over the years. Theories range from natural phenomena like rogue waves and magnetic anomalies to extraterrestrial intervention, but no single explanation has solved the mystery. Despite modern technology, the Bermuda Triangle continues to puzzle investigators, with many unsolved cases still on the books. The location of Cleopatra's tomb. Could the resting place of Egypt's most famous queen still be hidden beneath the sands? Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt, was famously buried alongside her lover, Mark Antony, in their tragic deaths in 30 BC. However, despite extensive searches, her tomb has never been found. Some believe it lies buried beneath the sands of Alexandria or near the Mediterranean Sea, but its location remains one of history's greatest unsolved archaeological mysteries. The discovery of Cleopatra's tomb would be one of the most significant archaeological finds of all time, but for now, its whereabouts remain lost to history. These 20 historical brain teasers shows us that some mysteries may never be solved. From ancient scripts to modern disappearances, these puzzles remind us how little we truly know about the past and how much there is still to discover. Which of these unsolved mysteries fascinates you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-boggling stories from history.